So this is no good. I need it solid and even more opaque. I don't know if that metal grey colour, which is the colour of magnesium metal, I don't know it's a dark grey. I don't know if that's actually what the alkoxide is coloured as, or if it's like metal impurity that's with it, like some metal powder just ends up staying in solution or something, unreacted. Because if it ends up being, is it actually clear, or is that metal colour actually, no, that's actually it. So I need to do that. I'll probably just run out of time. But if I kept going with chemistry, give me a solid alkoxide. And it's kind of like melting metal, except you do that room temperature. Magnesium alkoxides could be good. Because magnesium is a reactive element, it's going to behave differently than the other metals. Yeah. That maybe magnesium makes really good compounds. Yeah. So what are you going to do? So it was such a bitch getting the electrodes into the top of the... I did it in a soft drink bottle. And it was such a bastard stuffing those aluminium kitten whoops into it. And I eventually had to, if you didn't actually abort that, because eventually one of the aluminium kitten whoops fell off, and I had to abort it, and I just dumped it all. I could have poured it back in, right? But I just aborted it. So you shouldn't, I mean, you can just do it the same way, just don't abort. And just to make sure you get a lot of salt in there and less glycerin, but you don't know what the amount is. So if you overdo it, you'll over solidify it, but then you'll be able to polish it. But yeah, but if you want to get it perfect, so you should go for a shock absorber. So I've got a funny feeling it makes a good shock absorber. That's just fluky. This is, yeah, you put that funny magnesium. It's actually good. It's actually a good element. So it makes really good compounds. Because it tends to be compounded with magnesium, so you don't really find it as a metal much. So maybe its compounds are kind of cool. Yeah, so just make me a big batch of magnesium acetate with a basic salt job. But I could do it differently, like I could do it open top so I got easy access with the electrodes, and then I either put it in an ice bath, or I could even put it in a reflux condenser, but then that would stuff me putting the electrodes in though. Or I could just do it with a plastic container with a lid, and you sort of just slid it over the wires, and the wires give it a gas escape with a little hole crack where the wires come out. Give it a gas escape. And that should stop evaporation, because you've got to stop the methanol from evaporating. But you've got to release the gas from the acetate. And it has a strange smell. It has a sharp smell when you do it. It's got a cool smell to it. Because all reactions smell a different way. I may have to do it in hexane, but don't do it in hexane at first. Just see if it ends up separating from the methanol, then think about it later. But I'd rather not touch that stuff. suppose if you can do something without hexane, you always do it without. Yeah. Because when it gets that non-polar, it's kind of freaking dangerous. Yeah. And magnesium's nice and polar. That's why it's not the biggest poison, because it's so polar. And the body likes polar things. Yeah. So either do it with a lid, or do it in an ice bath, or do it both. So ice baths are a bit of a piss off, so I think a lid would be freaking easier. Just get me like a fast food tray with a lid on it, and then I'll do it in that, and I'll just poke the electrodes either side with dish copper tape. Yeah, it should be okay, just being anti-metal for the electrodes in this case. And then just got to go all the way, and so you have to look after this one. You have to keep switching the polarity of the electrolysis, and then once it doesn't go up anymore, then you swap the electrodes, and then just switch it, use up the electrodes, and switch it, and you just got to do it like 20 times or something, or you got to do it till all the acetate's used up, so there's got to be 0 acetate left in it, and then you should be right. You just got to go to all acetates removed. You have to remove all the acetate or it's contaminated. So that's your go-to. There's no contamination, then so you either overdo it or you'll undershoot again. If you undershoot, then just chuck it back in and do it some more. I can still go. I could use this, so I just chuck this back in with more. I just need more acetate, and I could probably use this. Just got to solidify it further. I could, yeah, you want to keep this? I might just start off from that if I can manage to keep it. This is, what I need is, I just need some more magnesium acetate. So I got to get some acetic acid, and then just do it again. Do it in the fast food tray or something. Something with a lid. And then I'll have your new rock to go bash.